Hi, this is Spring, Level 1, Week 1 and 2. First, we have our vault stations. Our first station will be a drill, first straddle through on the vault. The students will start in a push-up and then jump their feet in a straddle around their hands and land on their butt on the red block. Next, we'll be working on our proper hurdle straight jump to 16 inches or higher. The students will hit the springboard with 2 feet, keeping their legs together and landing in a safety stop. Next, we'll be working on our grip strength. The students will either be trying to climb the rope as high as they can, or if they're not ready for that, they'll try swinging. Our last station will be a hurdle drill. The students will stand on the floor. They will run and hurdle over the french fry and red block and then try to hit the white line and jump off like it's the springboard. Floor stations. Our first station will be working on our back bend up the cheese mat, working on landing in our bridge with straight arms. Next, we'll be working on our backward rolls down the little blue cheese. Using our pizza hands, we'll sit, roll, push off our heads, and land on our feet. Our next station, we'll be working on our cartwheel. We'll start on a lunge on one side of the french fry, reach over the french fry, cartwheeling one hand, 1 foot at a time, and then land in our lunge. Our last station will be a hamstring strength station. They'll sit on the slider and then use their feet to pull themselves forward, stretching out their legs and then pulling in. Then when they get to the line, they'll turn around, or they can push backwards. Bar stations. Our first station is a chin-up pullover drill. The students will sit on the bar underneath the octagon bar. Then they will pull their chin, pull the bar down, and then rock back to a candlestick, trying to get their hips over the octagon bar, working on that upper body strength. Next, on the floor bar, we'll be working on our birdie perch. The students will start with their hands together and then lift 1 foot at a time on either side of their hands, stand, balance, and jump to a safety stop. Next, we'll be working on our chin-up pullover using the blocks to help us. They'll pull their chin up, walk their feet up, and kick over with help from a coach all the way up to a front support. Our last station, we'll be working on casting and back hip circles if we're ready. They'll jump up, chin-up pullover, or jump to front support, and then do their 3 casts with tight legs, and if they're ready, they'll back hip circle. Beam stations. Our first station on the low high will be working on our T-touch and broken leg kick, working on starting in a lunge and finishing in a lunge. Next, on the low beam, we'll be doing leaps. There'll be stars spread out across the beam, and the students will step and leap 1 leg at a time over the stars. Next, on the side beam, we'll be working with a partner to get the sponges from one end of the beam to the other. The students will be spaced out, and they'll have to pass the sponges or throw the sponges across the beam and then build the tower on the other side. Our last station on the front beam, students will be working on their walks with a coach. So they'll start with their proper mount, 1 leg over, sit and stand, and then they'll do their different walks across the beam, such as forward, releve, sideways, backwards, step kicks, etc.